I think we're live. I think my input gain was a little low. Yeah, that sounds more like it. That sounds more like it. What's up? Yeah, I was actually here a tiny bit early this week. I feel like lately I've been running like a minute late. I got to make up for that, and I'm a minute early. What's up, Jeff? Famous Fretless Ed, Steve, Dennis, Deanna, Matt, Trolls, Gary, Dablin. Got David, Cushman, Larry, Matt, Yeti Monsi, Eric, J Shaft, Vince, Wendell. We got Strat CPO. Trolls, Vimps. What's up, speaker? We got Mark, Chris. I did not catch Sammy Hagar at Great Woods. You know, Great Woods is a good venue, except when you try to go home. It's like a nightmare leaving that place. They never figured it out 30 years later, and it's still like the worst venue to try and leave the parking lot. It really is. God, this pick is just greasy. Hold on. I'm going to rub it, wipe it. Yeah, there we go. What's up, Super Lead? What's up, Nelson? Turn it up a notch? I don't think I can. I think I'm maxed out. I wonder if I can do it through. Yeah, that's it, but it doesn't give me an input. I think this is Ebony. Finally warming up my fingers here. I've been getting arthritis in my right hand a little bit, but not my left. And it might be showing up in my left. No, a little bit. As it compared to your Gibson SG, the neck is definitely a little smaller. I think I like this neck better. Yeah, they all SGs sort of like neck dive. I mean, that's not terrible, but if I just, yeah, you can see. It wants to, but it can't really. This is a nice strap. Yeah, it's spicy mustard. Jesus Christ, dude. That's every note. Let it be remembered, we played all the notes. Not afraid of yellow anything, but the Sparkles make that guitar. Yeah, you know, it's a custom color. People are like, oh, it's not exclusive to Sounds. They have it at, I thought they said, like 1, 2, 3 music, 1, 2, 3, A, B, A and B, M and S, something, A and S. Some shit, some other place. But I think they're related somehow. Right? Sometimes the simplest answer is the right one. Maybe they're just branded differently. They both have an exclusive, but it's really just one company. These are the Pro Buckers. Did I ever finish the Skull and Bones guitar? No, in fact, I ran into that recently, and I was like, oh. I think I've had the paint in my cart at on Amazon for like 7 years. I don't think they're USA pups. I think it's like Duncan designed, right? They're Gibson designed, but they're made by Epiphone. Sure. See a lot of reviewers dissing the Alnico Pro Buckers. Well, they're idiots. Once you have that little bit of knowledge, right? Then you're like, oh, right, that makes sense. Kidding me? They sound great. They sound awesome. A lot of cork sniffers. Stop. Go sniffing your cork there, buddy. I think they sound great. And I've heard these in a couple of different guitars. I think it's like the third guitar I've had with the, I guess, what are they, Pro Buckers? I don't even know. The Epiphone version of the Gibsons. Those. I always think they sound great. I don't know. You know, sometimes people, you know, they want to, you know, there's camps, there's tribes, you know, they're like, It's like, all right, go back to the My Les Paul forum, okay? Go with the other committee and make all the rules. But I think that sounds awesome. I haven't played guitar like at all this week. It's been kind of mild and decent weather, so I get big projects of brewing. I do like this SG. This isn't and I haven't really played it this week. I had it on the table for a while, and I had shot some photos of it, And then I think I needed the table for something else, some other thing, so I wanted to put it in a bag. Probably the Donner guitar, right? And then, so it's been in the bag until about an hour ago. Let it do. I think I'm slightly out of tune. There's your culprit right there. My G string's a little tight. Yeah, see, Deanna, you can relate. The Thunderstruck, it is harder. It's, you know, it's based on this like little riff he used to do. If you can find it, I'm sure it's out on YouTube somewhere. When I saw them in '81, Thunderstruck hadn't been written yet. And when Angus does his solo, at one point, he goes like, he goes like... Now, mind you, he is tippy-toeing to this, right? Now, just keep that in mind. He's tippy-toeing to the beat, tick, doop, doop, bop, boop, boop, across the stage. Okay, right, this is what's going on, right? Until he finally gets it, he's faster. You got one hand out. So that sounded to me like the origins of where Thunderstruck sort of came from. He had this routine when he did the live thing. And then he turned it into, you know... Good. What's up, Johnny? What's up, Phil? Yeah, it could have been a beginner's warm-up routine, you know, although I challenge any beginner to make that your warm-up routine. It is probably a little harder than you think, you giving it credit. I was doing okay until you realized it was picked, not hammered. I did it hammered for years because I was like, you know what? Nobody knows but the other guitar players out there, and who gives a shit, right? It sounds the same for the most part. Close enough if you were playing at a gig. Especially if you mute it a little bit, then it definitely sounds very close to the picked one. It gives a little bit more attack. And you can give it that attack on the one. Oh, that is delicious. Ooh. What's up? And Bruce. What's up, Christopher? I think you're right. I think Sweet Child of Mine did start out as a, a warm-up. Is that it? I never... wait, I got it. Hold on. We're getting there. All right, hold on. Nope, this guitar won't play that song. That is every Guitar Center everywhere. Exactly. I could do it. It's not a Les Paul. That riff can only be played on a Les Paul. That tire won't take a balance. You're gonna need all 4 new tires on this. Some Def Leppard. Any plans for a Halloween special? Maybe. It's so hard because I'm trying to take advantage of the time to get some major projects done. I was talking to Speaker about it today. I got to take this decorative fence down from the second floor of my basically my front porch has this decorative fence. Now, the decorative fence, it has seen better days. It's in tough shape. It's falling over, and at the bottom of the posts, it's leaking into the, that's what's causing the porch to rot, is where those posts are on the roof. Those roof posts they're rotted, and they're letting water in. So that sucker's got to come down, and so I called up Speaker today and was like, hey, any chance you can help me take this down? And so we were talking about he's gonna maybe come by tomorrow. Of course, I didn't wait. I already ripped it down. I ripped that sucker right down. Got out there with the Sawzall. Let's go, people. This thing isn't getting any younger. And so the only thing that's left to do is I have this one little section that I had to leave up because I have a camera mounted to it. And I didn't have a screwdriver with me, and I didn't want to break the camera, and there's no way to get the camera off without a screwdriver, and I didn't want to go back. Once I went back in the house, I want to go back out there again. So I did leave that little section up. I'll have to take it down tomorrow. Now, tomorrow, I have to patch all the post areas. I counted them, I think there's five areas where posts hit the ground that I got to do. That should be good. I got to get, you need a special sealant because I think it's EDPM. And second, you need a special trowel that doesn't have a sharp point, that it's rounded on the front so you don't hurt the roof. Should be good to go. The the great thing about it was as I took it down and as it came crashing to the ground, two things were very evident. One, it was rotted. It was pretty well rotted, and the paint couldn't stick. It was really bad. And two, I mean, some sections were fine, but there were a lot of sections that were pretty rotted. And two, the wood was really friggin' heavy. Oh my God, was that stuff heavy. Crazy. You have everything you need? I think I do. I think I do. I got it like, I'd say 80 to 90% down, already dragged to the backyard. Yeah. It's going to rain Monday, and I wanted that to dry out so I can go in there tomorrow with the sealant and seal up those patches, and then it's time to do the beams. So one thing at a time. But the first thing that had to do was that friggin' fence had to come down. It was leaking like a sieve. Make an axe out of the scrap wood. Sealant doesn't need much you can put it down in rain. Your sealant will dry in wet weather, so it should be good. They say the sealant will dry in, I thought they said just a few hours to the touch, and it will cure in like overnight, and then be like fully cured in probably, I don't know, a few days. But they recommend you do it around, 50 degrees or higher. They said it will definitely go much faster. And so I just feel like as the weeks go on, and we're about to get another cold front, that's what that rain is on Monday. It's a cold front. So it's like, I really want to get that down now. Get it down. No, it should be perfect weather. Yeah, I mean, God, today started out a little humid, but man, it got really nice. Dew point dropped by like 10 degrees. Friggin' awesome. What's up, Ian? Yeah, this is a nice Epi. You are up late in Norway. So there were some new guitars announced this week. Let me get a little web thing going here with the web and the web thingy. Gibson has been on a tear. I feel like they've been putting out guitars like every freaking week now. And they got a bunch of new stuff. So some notable ones is they came out with a Les Paul Custom, but instead of the gold hardware, it has the nickel hardware. If you're more of silver than gold, your wishes come true. You can get a Les Paul Custom with nickel hardware, and available in the ebony or the alpine white. Not everyone likes the gold. I like the gold. I think the whole point of the Les Paul Custom and the whole custom line was to be like black tie, and they felt gold was upscale, right? Because it's like it's a black tie event. Let's go back. They have a new Kindred Burst. It's very expensive. Let's go with something that's affordable. They're doing a bunch of faded Les Paul. All that means is that it's satin. Their faded means satin finish. And they have these new, like Les Paul, they're calling them Les Paul standards. Does it have a binding? Oh, it does. Okay, cool. All right, slick. Wow. All right, color me wrong. You know what? I thought it was the studio, right, or some sort of studio variation, because they've done the studio and the TV yellow a bunch of times, right? But the no, that's a straight up standard. There's a black binding around the neck. Interesting. Very interesting. So it is a full blown standard, and they have a 50s and a 60s, right? So there's the 60s with those style knobs and the smaller neck profile and the the Grover tuners. And I thought I saw, yeah, a 50 standard with the black knobs and the Clouson tuners. Yeah, interesting. And a thicker neck profile. The 50s. Interesting. For some reason I thought they were very interesting. And they have this new vintage cherry. This is a Gibson exclusive color. If you want it, you have to get it from Gibson. Again, with the black. It's a standard, but with black binding. Very interesting. You know, if you go in goth, that's actually pretty hot. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just saying, kind of like that. You know. I'm sure it's up there. Yeah, 3,500. And then they have it in the 60s cherry. All right, tobacco or the natural. Yep. All maple. And then I think that's it for Gibson. Right? Yeah, because that's the Rumble in the Jungle that we did last week. So that catches. So since last week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 new guitars in multiple finishes. That's like what? That's probably 20 SKUs. Pretty good. All right, let's go to one of their other brands. Epiphone, yeah. You know, this just came out. In the iridescent copper. I have to see it in different light. It looks very dark in that photo. You know, right? Isn't that me? It's kind of dark. Let's check out other photos. That's like really dark. No, seriously, that's really, really dark. What's going on here? Copper iridescent. So, oh, I see. Okay, all right. It's an iridescence, but essentially it's a dark. It's a right. Only where the light is really on it do you pull the pigment out. It's actually kind of nice. All right. Okay. I like that. Comes with a case. Nerdville case. Looks pretty standard otherwise. And it comes with the P90s. What are they saying here? Epiphone Pro 90 Pro. The P90 Pro. Pro 90 Pro. They're the Pro 90 Pro pickups. Tonight I'm going to rock you tonight. The CTS pots, Mallory capacitors. 50s wiring. Round pink hard case. It's got the rounded C neck profile. The 59. Interesting. I kind of like it. I'll see if I can get one here. If it's new. See if my buddies over at Sounds has one. What else came out this week? Oh, yeah. I don't know if you guys saw the news. But Solar guitar brass news. Yeah. Now, I'm gonna tell you why this is, I think, a bit controversial. A bit of controversy, as my British friends would say. The general, sort of thing about the Relic is that they're on guitars from the 1950s and 60s and that they're very old. There is some debate in scholarly circles as to whether, philosophically, a modern guitar could ever be a relic. Too soon? Too soon for a modern to be a relic? I don't know. Yet someone points out in the chat, no metal player's ever touching the tone knob. Why would he even be worn there? And first of all, I have owned countless guitars in my life. I have never, ever seen a guitar worn like that. Now, Solar makes really nice guitars. I played a few at NAMM. They're really gorgeous guitars, and I know there is a market for so-called distressed guitars. And he almost seemed to be a little sheepish and tongue-in-cheek about their release. But he realizes that there is some market for it. I don't think I'm in the market. It doesn't look natural to me. It looks a little unnatural. Some to be deemed unnatural. That looks more like a real relic, to be honest. Right? It's got a bunch of dings on it. That first one looked like someone took a sander to it. That looks like genuine, right? Looks a little bit more authentic to my eyes. Are we judging relics now? It's an ugly contest. You heard of beauty contests? Yeah, this isn't one of those. It's an ugly contest. I can't zoom in anymore. I would. That's about as good as you get. And what the fuck is this? Yeah. I mean, the back I could see. Here's the thing. These are finished in poly, and poly just does not relic like lacquer. And no one's spending the money to put real lacquer on it because it's very expensive. And you can't do it on a guitar like this. You just can't. So they try to relic poly, but poly is the world's shittiest paint. It's like a goddamn M&M candy shell. You can see the friggin' like vinyl undercoat, right? I mean, this is like, it's not the same finish, and they just don't relic the same way. So I'm just saying. He's got some killer guitars. You want to see a couple of guitars I really like by him? I don't know if I could find them. Sometimes his site's a bit of a... This one. I freaking love simple lines, weaving. It's only $6.49. It's got this nice flip-flop paint. Thank you. The guitar shape reminds me of the 80s. Flip-flop paint reminds me of the 80s. It's got simple one knob. It's got a 3-way or 5-way switch, and you know it's ebony fretboard. And it's $6.49. That Relic guitar, because they have to put all the time in to do that relicing. Again, it's just not for me. You know, it's somebody's cup of tea, but not mine. That's gorgeous. If I wasn't overrun with guitars, I'd probably consider getting one. That's a freaking gorgeous guitar. And I've seen some of his red ones. That's a 7-string. But I've seen some of his like candy apple, almost like a Ferrari red paint jobs. They're freaking gorgeous. They're really, really good. So I'm not hating on solar guitars. I don't know that the Relic is really working for him. Speaking of that, let's see if we can find Harley Benton. Harley Benton. The law firm of Harley Benton. You need an accounting firm that works for you. You need Harley Benton. Guitar Summit. Oh, God, I wish they would just use photos. I really don't want to. Is it under new products? No. I think they're at the show. All right, we're going in. We're going in. Well, hopefully I don't get a friggin' copyright strike here. Okay.
What is going
on?
on?
No. We got to get rid of the audio. He's going to go through here. That's not it. This is the wrong video. No. Wrong. Let's try this one. No, I saw the one I wanted. That's not it. It's this one. This is it. This is the video. So they've got... Here it is. This is it. This is the video. So Harley Benton saw what Solar did and said, me too. Yeah, we're doing this. So they're doing a Relic. Here's the thing. I would expect a Relic on a Telly. A Telly is a very old shape that's been around for like, 200 years? And, you know, you expect to see one beat up, you know, from back in the 19th century. So, yeah, no problem. That work. I'm just saying, versus the Solar, I just think it's more of a thing. 202 years. Thank you, James. I think that's a pretty good-looking guitar right there. Yeah. How's that neck? I think it plays nice. Oh, you see that? I'm just saying. You can glean a lot from the silent video. Watch this next one. Yeah, no, not this one. Wrong one. Yeah, hold on. We're going to get there. These are prototypes. He saw what Schecter was putting out for, what's his name? Nick Johnston. And they're like, okay, all right, sure, we can do that. I'm sure they're relicing a polyfinish. There's no way that's lacquer. Zero chance that that's lacquer. Right? Okay, blah, blah, blah. And I set this video. Where's the one I want to see? Okay, come up here. This is it. Dudes, check this out. If it had 2 pickups, I'd be calling. I'm actually friends with this dude. I would call him like friggin' tomorrow. But the one pickup is what's holding me back. But that is a killer, like, Super Strat. Look at that frickin' thing. You know? Look at that. That's nice. I love the gloss paint job. Again, if it had two pickups, I'd be all over it. Two pickups in a one knob and in a three-way toggle, I'd be all over it. Look at that friggin' neck. It's got the flambe. All right, then he goes on to acoustics. Who gives a shit? Nobody. Nobody. Literally not a single person in the entire world. But then he says, check out our new Steve Droll. Models. Uh-huh. It's the same, but different. It's Mike Schnoll. Locking tuners. Get your heart out, Dave Schmoll. Yeah. So those are the new Harley Bentons. And what am I missing? What didn't I cover? We covered the Gibsons. We covered the Epiphone. We covered the Solar and the Harley Benton. I think that's everything. I think that's the kit and the caboodle. Oh, God, my friggin' leg. That's what I get for friggin' walking. Exactly, it's the Dave Schmo. It's the Dave Growl. I thought the blue Solar was killed. That flip-flop paint. There's a small chance that when you get that paint just in the right light, at the most extreme angle, it'll look gold. That is good. Do. So anyway, that's the new shit this week. Yeah, it's like it's what we would call a flip-flop, the chameleon paint. Right, it's got, they somehow get it so based on the angle, the color changes. And that one was like $650. The one with the relicing was like $1,600 because the relicing takes a lot of extra labor. You know what, just give me the nice shiny guitar. I'm sure I can relic it. Yes, because of the Andromeda color. They had that color on Klein bikes in like 93, 94. I still have my Klein? I do. My sister was like, give it to me, I'll ride it. I'm like, you will kill yourself. Please. No. Yeah, my fingers are warming up finally. Do. Yeah, it's crazy, crazy paint on this one. They have a couple. They have a blue one, but I had already done the blue V. So I said, well, let's do a different color, and it was I think the only other one was the purple. I just thought the gold would look good. Got your silver sparkle from Sounds? Yeah. The good thing about them is they have that interest-free payment plan, so makes it a little bit easier to suddenly find yourself surrounded with sparkle guitars. Hey, what's up, Tony? Frank C. Says, does Sounds have any Evertune bridges? You know, I don't know. I don't know if they have a filter for that. You just might have to know of a guitar that comes with an Evertune and just see if they stock it. No way. If Angus was alive today, he would play with that much gain. You're going to have to come back and check the comments in this video like in a couple of weeks and see how many people go like, Angus isn't dead. We know. If you listen closely, I actually said Anus Young. There is a distinction. Angus is still very much alive. Anus, not so much. No, where am I? Where the hell am I? Oh, there. Do my do. Yeah, I had some clean stuff up in the high. Yeah. I don't even know what that is. What's that? I like that. Do. All right, where's my? No, that's not it. And that's not it. That's it. What is on this thing? I gotta move this out of the way. Oh, it's got a little phaser on it. Yeah, you can barely hear it. I'll turn the level up on the phaser. This says clean Jensen. I don't think it is, though. Oh, it is, huh? That's a... It's got this crazy clone. Not bad. That's not a bad one. All right. Have a good one, Nelson. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, it does have a nice stereo spread because I think it's using two different speakers in the cab. That uses the super cab, and you can load different speakers. In other words, normally you just load a cab, but the super cab you can load individual speakers, and they can be mic'd with all these different friggin' mics. So that's two. Feels like if I added like an octave pedal to it, right, would really pull the room together. Looks like there's a phaser. Got an octave pedal in here? Come on. Big money. Octaves. Give me octave. There's got to be one in here somewhere. Probably more than one. Well, we're already back to cabs again. Treble boosts, overdrives, choruses, delays, comps, flangers, phasers. Oh, right. There we go. Sure. octave pedal to prank your friends. Yeah, we're gonna need you to come down the station. How much is my Epiphone SG? I didn't buy this. This is a loaner, but I think they're $650. Poo Ninja, that would be impossible. You are friggin' everywhere. Do I still have the Digitech Vocalist? I do. In fact, I think it's kind of used to be down over here. I'm going to move it. Where is that Vocalist? Somewhere. So we got rain coming through Monday. Should be a lot cooler. You can tell by the friggin' predicted lows. And so plenty of firewood. Plenty of firewood back there. I still play my synth, I sure do. '82 with a dew point of 27 though. That's crazy dry. We were just lucky. We finally slid into like the mid 40s for a dew point. We were up in the high 50s, close to 60. That's sweaty, man. That's some. It starts to get tough. Just dropping down into the 40s makes it feel like infinitely better and drier and more comfortable. 20s, my God, that's gorgeous. Can't wait. But I don't think we're going to even see that. I think we're going to get the dew point's going to get down in the 30s with this next round. We probably won't see a dew point of the 20s until maybe a few more weeks, maybe into November. It is friggin'. It has just been so friggin' muggy. They even said, you know, this is unusually warm. Oh, I got my. Oh, the sumps are at the ready. No, this sump's been working. I was considering a multi-sump, adding another, sump somewhere in the basement to do, double duty, but at this point, it really hasn't come up over the floor, even in the worst one. The sump seems to be able to keep up, so we'll see. I still have my doubts. Yeah, I actually don't know any Zappa licks. Well, I don't have a battery backup, but I do have a generator. So, and I always check the generator to make sure it's going. So in case we lose power. And I actually have a loss of power alarm. You plug it into a socket. I plug it into a socket in the room where I sleep. And if the power goes out, the alarm goes off. So you're immediately woken up that no power. And I can go, I gotta go outside and start the goddamn generator. Why, God, why? This is the worst thing to ever happen to anybody ever. And then go out, start it up, run a cable. Actually, I have one at the ready. Run a cable to the house, and then I plug in actually a panel, and it does a few things. It actually does the sump pump, a couple of overhead lights, just so there's lighting in that area, and that's about it. I don't really do a lot. It's all for the sump pump. I'm a gas, which I have to start all the time, and you have to keep adding special additives to make sure that it doesn't gum up in there, because it was having a little problem, and I wound up throwing some additives in it, and it really cleared it out. But you got to stay on top of that. You always have to put stabilizers in. It's a big pain in the ass. You got to run it and blow through gas and put fresh gas in it. Yeah, that's what it was. Royal blood. Figure it out. My gen every 3 or 4 months for the same reason. Sounds about right. Once you get past about 90 days, you're like, I haven't started my generator in a while. I'm feeling a very strong need to have to start that generator. Right? Oh, the paranoia is real. I can't wait to live in a house where when it rains, I'm like, and I don't give a shit. Let it pour. I don't even care. I haven't lived in that house for 23 years. It's not getting to me, though. I'm winning. I'm winning. Yeah, no, it's a beatdown. It beats down your psyche. It's funny because they ran it. There's a local company that runs an ad to go. It was something like what was it? Not that you get anxious. It's something like, I would feel like every time you hear it's going to rain, right? You get anxiety every time you hear heavy rain in the forecast. I'm like, I do. I really, really do. This guy knows me. Exactly, winning. My hand's finally coming loose again. Do. Exactly. I'm winning. Do. Oh, I got coffee. Oh my God, that is good. That's pretty damn good. I haven't had much coffee today. You know. Yeah, I was freaking. Let me see if I can find a photo of the. Yeah. Yeah, that's the fence I took down today. Everything here. You could already see pieces here, like, coming out. I took this whole thing down. So there's a stud here. There's one right there. You can't really see. It's in the shadow. Here, and then one off to the camera to the left. These ones up here don't bang into the floor, really. Forget what I did up here. I'll have to take another look. But I think that's... Pretty sure that's EDPM. The hell kind of roof is that? I don't know. Those look like nail holes to me. Is that rolled asphalt? I don't even know. Where's my roofing dudes? What the hell? Looks like a seam right there. And that's definitely like flashing that comes out from under the, right? Something. There's something on something there. Not EDPM. So you think I could use a solvent-based? That's my thing. I would like to use a solvent-based. I don't know if that's rubber or not. Is that a rubber roof? Even if it's not EDPM? Is it like polyvinyl or something? I don't even know. I just know that I want to patch up like every spot where this is, these, right there. It left a mark, and you can see it's actually quite far in from the edge. Wasn't nearly as scary as I had remembered it. And this looks screwed up because of the wide angle lens. It's actually not tilted like that. That is, though. Yeah, you're unbelievable. You're unbelievable. They had a great documentary on that. About how the record company really, look at how bad that thing was though. I had just painted it. The paint will not friggin' stick to it. It was like the worst. I had tried every friggin' paint under the sun. Just rip it down and throw up vinyl. It was also so heavy. If I was gonna do it again, I would do vinyl. Looks like roll roofing, right? Basically a very long shingle. Yeah, right? Yeah, right? That's what I thought. Rolled roof. I wonder if I could even get that done again. I'd rather not put rubber. They wanted to put rubber on the front. They want to cut up to the front. I said, you're not doing that on the front of my house. You're not putting a rubber roof up there. So one company wanted to do a rubber roof. I want to say they wanted to do the rubber roof and they were going to put in the posts for me to the wood. And then seal the roof around the posts. And like really seal it in, flash it in. And they would do the posts for me. I think the five posts, and I would have to do the rest. But they would put 5 posts and the new roof on. I think they were quoting me $6,300. But they wanted to do rubber, and I was like, I don't want to do rubber. I really don't, because I don't want to run something up the front of my freaking house. I hate that. They have to run the rubber up, and they have to cut out the front of the house. So I got to find somebody that can do a real freaking roof. You know? The post should be done with counter flash boots. You know, my wife and I were thinking, do we even want to, how bad do we want to die on that hill? Do we really want how bad do we really want that decorative fence back up? You know? How much does it really add to the house? What are we fighting for here? So, I don't know. I'm still in the, I'm in the like, it would be nice, because a lot of the houses in this neighborhood have that. They have this side roof. You can't go out there. You have to crawl out through a window to get out there. It's not a deck. They have these side roofs, these front roofs, right? This is very common in this neighborhood, and they have this decorative fencing. There's probably 4 houses on my very short street that have that same sort of different styles, but pretty much that same decorative fencing. One of them, only one, actually has a doorway where you can go out there and it is a deck. Everybody else is merely decorative. So, you know. But that you can't, that you got to crawl through a window to get out there. You can't walk out there. Exactly, I need a tone roof. Yeah, right? Is it really worth the effort to try to put it back up? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it was a look. It was a look. No, it isn't a deck. That's just it. It's not a deck. It's like, and again, it does fit into the rustic aesthetic of our neighborhood. A lot of houses have that. They have these little decorative fences. They have some sort of a jut out. Our side jut out, where our dining room is, had a little decorative fence. The front had the fence. We have neighbors that have the same thing. Every little jut out has this little decorative fence that they put on it. Or that was there as a part of it. It was a craftsman style or some shit, you know, where they do it. It's pretty common. So, I don't know. Put a bunch of Marshall stacks out there. Stack up the stacks. If it would still look good. I thought it looked better without the fence on it, to be honest. But then again, that fence looked like shit. So, it was going to look better. But when my wife sits in, she has a little office up on the second floor in the front window where it's really sunny. We put a desk up in the front window so she can sit up there and do work. And she'd be looking at the ass end of that rotted fence. And now she's going to be looking down to the front yard and the street. I think I'm going to hear in about a week or two, you know what? I think I like the look of that better than looking at the old fence. Even if we put a new fence in there, I'm still looking at the fence. I'm not looking like, don't really have much of a view. So, put a lawn up there. He died falling off his roof, mowing the lawn. Well, which is it? Did he die falling off the roof or mowing the lawn? Yes. Make it a real deck. You know what, Tony? I don't even know that I could get the permitting to do that. Because it's slightly sloped. It's not completely flat. There is a very slight slope towards the front. And I do mean slight, but there is a slope. 4 degrees, 5 degrees. So I think if you want to be a deck, you might have to be flat. And that raises a whole host of other problems. Put some vines around the railing fence. Well, the railing and the fence came down, except for one little section on the left, which I'll take down tomorrow. I have a security camera mounted to it. I couldn't get to it with a screwdriver till I pulled the rest of the section down. Once I pulled the rest of the section down, then I can get to it with a screw gun, and then I have to figure out where I'm going to mount that thing up there. I gotta do something with it. I gotta mount it somewhere. I'll figure it out. You don't need no stinking permit. Wait till they see my scaffolding. What's under the room? Well, half of it is a room in the house, and half of it is my front porch. Decks are sloped to drain. Yeah, it could be. Maybe they might allow it, Tony. What I think is that they won't allow that up there. They might grandfather people in that already have it. But I think for anybody right now that wanted to build it, they'd be like, no, it's got to be flat, and you've just got to run a spaced floorboard so that water can drain through it and never really build up. All right. So, and you know what? Having a second floor deck is nothing but trouble. It's only a matter of time before something or someone, falls off of it and something or someone gets very hurt. So it's probably not a good idea. What I like about it is I can go out there and blow the leaves out and feel a little safe because I have this railing all the way around it. You made you feel infinitely safer when I was out there on that roof with a blower, blowing the leaves out of the gutter. So, good place to erect a wall to Marshall? Sure. Ask Bob Villa to come by. I think Bob Villa's like 90 now. I know exactly. I have enough leg issues. God, no. If I fell off that roof, I'd probably be dead. With my luck, I'd be a quadriplegic. You almost die. Yeah, Norm did all the work anyway. Yeah, right. The older you get, the more you're willing just to pay a guy. Yeah, my wife was like, what do you think that would cost to have someone come out and take that down? I said, well, they were quoting just for the roof, $6,300. And if you want to do the wood underneath, you can probably tack on another, I don't know, $6,000, maybe $8,000, depending on how long they're here. So, I am employing my one board at a time philosophy. A couple of bottle jacks, some pry bars, you know, some fresh wood. I'll be good to go. Are those guitars for next week behind me? No, I don't think any of those. I think one's the Donner. Two are Donners? I think two are Donners. And then I do have some new ones, though. What do I have for Monday? Monday. Oh. As a matter of fact, I believe the guitar I have for Monday is a brand I've never had before. I was racking my brain. I'm like, have you ever had this brand on here? And I couldn't remember having it. And I went through my videos. I couldn't find a video, doing a quick video search. So I don't think I ever did this brand before. So it'll be nice. It'll be nice. It'll be nice to have a new brand featured. And it's a fairly, I think it's a fairly inexpensive guitar. I want to say it's in the, $600 to $700 range, I think. Just like this is like $650. I've been trying to keep them not too expensive because people aren't generally interested in really expensive guitars. It's more interesting to get a decent guitar for short money. Way more interesting. A Duesenberg. I wonder if they carry Duesenberg. That's a good brand. I checked out Duesenberg when I went on one of my Germany trips, obviously. They were there at, I think, the first Guitar Summit. What was it? It was the Guitar... GitCon 1. If I thought about doing amps, I actually have thought about doing Amp of the Week. But here's the problem with Amp of the Week. It would have to all be heads. And I would have to run them through, like, some sort of a... and I have a couple of units, some sort of a... what do they call that? A reactive load box. And I have a couple. I have, like, a Reload, a Captor, and I have a few. So I could run it through that and then record it that way. It would have to all be heads, run directly to some sort of a load box, and then directly in, and then add my reverb and delay like I do for everything. Just to piss people off. Just to troll. I'm going through a tube amp, bro, with a nice IR. They're like, that's not really a tube. That's why I'm never going to switch to tube amps, because the goalposts are forever infinitely moved, right? You get a tube amp and they go, yeah, but you're running through a reactive load box and into IRs, so it's not really that. Okay, now I'm going to run through a cab. I'm going to run through a cab. Well, you're running through a cab, but you don't have, like, the right microphone, or it's not in the right placement, right? Or you don't have the right amp. That amp isn't, you really need this amp. It's like the goalposts are forever moved. I'm not gonna play it. How about bass of the week? I don't know if I know enough bass riffs to do that. No, Zounds would do it. And they have the stock. I try to work off their clearance items because I don't want to, have to worry about scratching a guitar. This is off the... I don't know what the hell was wrong with that. I couldn't find a mark on it. But, this finish might be a little blinding. Maybe I'm just not looking at it. Maybe I need to look at it on a black light. you know. But they look pretty awesome to me. But I could try to do amp of the week. I don't think I would start it until maybe the beginning of next year. But I almost think that like effect of the week, first of all, will be a lot cheaper. Be a lot easier to do. I could just run a simple, running. THU takes pedals pretty well, actually, with the right amp. It actually does a pretty damn good job. So I could do that. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. Is that a cat? Did I hear a cat? Yeah, I thought the same thing, Terry, that I'd be worried about doing amp heads because they could get damaged in shipping. Guitars, you're not going to damage them in shipping. And I've really worked out a system. What I was doing was having them ship me the guitars, shoot the videos very quickly, and then ship them all right back. And now I've worked out, ship me all the guitars at once, and then as soon as I'm done with the video and the live show, the following, like Monday or Tuesday, the guitar goes back. So that Kramer Pacer went back this past week. This will go back like Monday or Tuesday. I'll get a return label for them and send it back. That has been much easier. And then once we get to the last one going back, I say, all right, let's do the next round. And they send me four new guitars. We do 1 month at a time. Do string of the week, pick of the week, cable of the week, strap of the week. Maybe a preamp feature for a couple of weeks? Sure. I actually have a really nice preamp that was made in Russia. Got sent to me 8 years ago? 10 years ago? 8 years ago? 2015, 2016, I think. And it sounds really good. Now, the problem is that it took a header off my friggin' bench. It fell, and it was a pretty tall bench, too. And it fell to concrete, and after that, the third channel had a hum. I screwed up something in that thing. Channels 1 and 2, perfect, fine, no problem. Channel 3, there's a hum. So I screwed something up. And it's basically a Mesa Boogie, like a dual rec or a tri-rec or something like that. And a preamp. It sounds amazing. It's a really good friggin' preamp. All tube, all analog, really, really good. And, God, I fucked that thing up. You've been taking a tube edge from the local store? Yeah. The company I work with for the Guitar Saver website, it's in the description. Just click like the first link in the description. You'll bring you to the website, and then you can navigate anywhere you want in the site. coffee's done. My coffee is done. We might have to limit these live shows to when my coffee's done. You know, we call it a night. My coffee is done. This exhibit is over. It is 25 minutes in. Oh, yeah, well, we're getting there. Drink slower. Yeah, it's the content lube. Limit the shows until the Bruins hockey games start. I know, God, I'm gonna be missing the first day because they generally play on Saturday nights. We're getting into basketball and hockey season. What's up, knees hurt? Man, it got so nice. I can just feel that air coming in from out there. It is so much freaking nicer right now than it was 24 hours ago. It's like night and day. What a difference. A friend of mine from high school was in he was a little older than me. I think he was in the grade above me. But he used to hang out with this other group, and the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots did a thing. So have you seen this? There's a lot of like AI. Here's the thing. There's a lot of big boob AI, right? Big boob AI is a thing now. And but what's so funny about it is that in a very real sense, no one owns the copyright to those videos. Because they're like, no, I did it. It's like, no, you didn't generate it. That was generated by a computer. And the copyright office has already said anything generated by AI or anything non-human, and they point to like an elephant making a painting or a chimp taking a photo, right? Because of that famous case. If it's a non-human, then there's no protection, no copyright protection. So if your big boob Star Wars copy is made by AI, you literally don't own the copy. It's public domain. So that's going to raise all kinds of shitstorms when companies try to rely more and more on AI to make content, because it's already been ruled upon something created by a machine is public domain, not copyrightable. But I paid for the electricity to the computer. I'm the one that wrote the words to describe for what it's to do. They're like, yeah, but you didn't do it. The computer did. Oh, it's going to be a shitstorm. You frickin' watch. Mark my words. Yeah, God. This the big boob Star Wars, big boob anything. Insert famous movie here. Yeah. So, yeah, here it is. I got to skip around on this because copyright. This was put out by the New England Patriots. That's a dude I went to high school with. That's Bruce McGinnis. Oh, yeah. And then he got this crazy bus. All right, the short bus. Of course. Yeah, that's him. He dresses like Paul Revere. And goes to the... Right, that's the second one. That's why it's called Shorty 2. And they take it to all the games. So he's got his 15 minutes of fame. He showed up on the Patriots website today. No, I think he's married. I think he is. Is Bruce married? I'd have to double check on that. As a matter of fact, at one point, let me see if I can find it. They do the tailgating. I think people come by. Brian Hoyer comes by and hangs out with them for a little bit. But then they go down to Jersey to the game down there, and there's another bus for Jersey people that they've become friends with, and they park near each other, and they've been hanging out with these guys for years, and doing the party bus. Yeah, good Star Wars movie. Let me show you. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. I'm just saying, it really punches up the script. R2-D2, what are you looking at? I saw Star Wars in '77 in the theater. Yeah, it's like, and you can just fast forward like that boob chick, this boob chick, then you got that boob chick with her other boob chicks. Oh, come on, you're ruining it, dude. More boob chicks. I don't know, that's a sausage fest. Hold on. Yeah, more boob chick. Dude, you're ruining it, bro. Where's my boob chicks? Boob chick, thank you. And the boob chick, yeah. That's the Princess Leia we all deserved. Yep, there you go. I'm just saying, they really captured the boobs. It's some sort of vision. I don't think it's Panavision. It's like Boobavision. It won't be too much longer before they can take these little clips and really make a movie. They could probably even study the original Star Wars, and AI could recreate the original one with just like big boob chicks. There was another one, I don't know if I have, because I had sent, it might actually be in my photo feed, because I was texting back and forth with a friend of mine who had sent me an AI song, and I sent an AI song back to him, and we were trading AI back and forth, and I said, dude, you got to see this. So you've got C-3PO. That's the C-3PO we all deserved. Of course, Han Solo and Princess Leia. Yeah. It does make the movie more interesting. Just saying, if that was C-3PO. Like, this movie is very interesting. Very interesting. What was that whole bit? Really, really interesting. Now I'm very interested. Now suddenly not so interested. Yeah, the AI Jetsons, yeah. When does it hit theaters? You don't want to know that those theaters are not in good areas, dude. Though it's an eye-watering affair. Call it Star Wars. Now you know that there's got to be a porn out there like that, right? Wasn't there a whole thing where they were doing, like, it was all pretty much based on movies, right? There had to be a Star Wars. Like, there was, what was it, like the Sperminator and On Golden Blonde, right? There's always been... There was, don't ask me how I know. I had heard about it. I had read about it in a magazine discussing that in a very scholarly and academic way. Yeah, porn parodies forever, right? Because it's a parody, they can get away with it. It's been like that forever. Scooby-Doo should have got an Oscar, right? Was that Barney Rubble? That's one hell of an actor. Google says there was a series. Jesus. Oh, they do Scooby-Doo ones. You could do Panavision Scooby-Doo. All you have to do is look at one or two, and your feed will be filled with them. That's how that works. What an amazing list of topics this week. It's varied. You know, we do a lot of... we start out with guitars, then we get into a little bit of, you know, woodwork and a home repair, and then we end up with AI. It's an AI commentary, right? Sure. But what's the comment? I don't know. It's comment. It's saying something. It's it's making some sort of statement. It's really talking to me. Jackie, guitars, roofs, boobs. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, Nelson's back. We're not talking about 2x12s, more like a 1x12, am I right? Yeah, you wish. It's your best stream. It's your best stream ever. The Jetsons movie trailer that came out looked really cool. That never came out. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, we're having a pun time here. The thing is I can show that image because technically the guy who generated that doesn't own it. Funny how that works. That is, by definition, public domain. Right? Stormtroopers. Sure. You know, I'm feeling maybe I want to be invaded. Oh, jeez. Oh no, don't board us. We went from a roof deck to this in like 3 minutes. It's about right. 3 minutes, right? Don't lie. 3 minutes is about right. Yeah, they do a few. That one was, I think, one where they just substituted like women for every part. That's why the Han Solo is played by a woman and C-3PO is played by a woman. But they have other ones that are just, I mean, they're all pretty brazen. They know what they're doing. They're going, hello? See, now you ruined it. Anything? Quickly back to where their money is made. Oop. And those are just the Star Wars ones. I assure you, they have them from Indiana Jones and just pretty much every major iconic movie out there. I'm just begging you, please, like don't do Schindler's List, okay? Can we draw a line somewhere? Can we not do Saving Private Ryan? Right? Jesus. They do an Austin Powers one. They do, I've definitely seen Star Wars is everywhere. But definitely Indiana Jones. Definitely I've seen Austin Powers. And they did Total Recall. Maybe that's all I've seen. A lot of them I don't even watch, but you see them in your feed, because once you watch one of them, your feed just fills up with them. Yeah, Saving Ryan's Privates. There was probably a porn named that. Reshooting something with an all leprechaun cast, like The Godfather, Goodfellas, yeah. I think they did do a Gilligan's Island. I'm pretty sure they did. You know? keep hitting this. I'm hitting something. Is there a... I doubt there is. No, there isn't. Do I have one? Right here. No, Jesus. Oh, right there. Is it 9? No. All right, enough of that. Yeah, Tina Louise. She was just, I saw her recently on YouTube. She's promoting a book. And she was out promoting the book. And they were asking about Gilligan's Island. And she quickly said, I'm really here to talk about the book. They're like, oh, sure. Let's close these windows out. And close and close. Yeah. All right, dudes. It is just turning 9 o'clock here. We're going to call it a night. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. Super extra special thanks for anyone who contributed. I always appreciate that. And, of course, Brofist to my Mod Squad. Hashtag Brofist. Hashtag Mod Squad. Hashtag Where is Ben Combs? I have a feeling there'll be a Christmas miracle. We'll see Ben for the Christmas show. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. All right, dudes. You guys have a wonderful week. Check out Monday's show. New brand. It's going to be pretty awesome. I'm really excited about it. And there you have it. New guitar on Monday. There you go. All right, dudes. You guys have a wonderful week. I will see you all in a week where we do it all again. And I'll have a new guitar for next week because, you know, that's what I've been sort of doing. Using that weekly guitar for the live show. There you go. All right, you guys have a wonderful week. I'll see you in a week. And you can see, don't watch too many of those Star Wars clips. You know, if you can. If you can. I know you're all going there the second this is over. If you have not already there already. All right. Have a great week. I'll see you next week.